I just wanted to report on this major archaeological find that was posted today, July 8th, 2021, in Israel 365 News about the largest ritual bath from the Temple period that has just been uncovered under the Temple Mount. The article states the Western Wall Heritage Foundation and the Israel Antiquities Authority are now allowing the public to view impressive new sections of one of the most magnificent public buildings uncovered from the Second Temple period. The discovery will be part of the new route open to visitors ahead of Rosh Chodesh Elul. According to Israel 365 News correspondent Josh Wander, who was among the first to visit the site, the most impressive find in the entire excavation is what is believed to be the largest ritual bath, mikveh, according to Dr. Shlomo Wetzler-Bodlach, excavation director on behalf of the Israel Antiquities Authority. They found what she believed to be the largest mikveh in Jerusalem during the Second Temple period, Wander said. A smaller section of the mikveh was excavated. They didn't excavate all of it because they wanted to leave remnants or ensuing conquests. There were two big rooms that were built before the destruction of the Second Temple. They were built as VIP rooms where they would honor dignitaries coming into Jerusalem before entering the Temple Mount. It was a VIP party. One of these rooms was renovated into a giant mikveh, he added. Wander adds that these were the precise parties that the prophet Amos spoke out against. In Amos 2:8, they recline by every altar on garments taken in pledge, and drink in the house of their God wine brought with fines they imposed. Remains of the magnificent 2,000-year-old building recently excavated and due to be open to the public. Yaniv Berman, Israel Antiquities Authority. Part of the structure to the west of Wilson's Arch in the Temple Mount was discovered and documented by Sir Charles Warren in the 19th century, followed by various archaeologists in the 20th century. Now that its excavation is complete, we know that it contained two identical magnificent chambers with an elaborate fountain between them. The walls of the halls and the fountain were decorated with sculptured cornice-bearing pilasters, flat supporting pillars topped with Corinthian capitals. The decorative style of the building is typical of opulent Second Temple period architecture. Mordecai Soli Aliav, chairman of the Western Wall Heritage Foundation, said it is exciting to reveal such a magnificent structure from the Second Temple period while we mourn the destruction of Jerusalem and pray for its restoration. These chambers are part of a new walk through the Western Wall tunnels where visitors will view fascinating finds and walk for the first time along the entire route among Second Temple period remains that illustrate the complexity of Jewish life in Jerusalem between the Hasmonean and the Roman periods. According to Dr. Shlomo Wetzler-Bodlach, excavation director on behalf of the IAA, this is without a doubt one of the most magnificent public buildings from the Second Temple period that has ever been uncovered outside the Temple Mount walls in Jerusalem. It was built around 20 to 30 CE. The building, which apparently stood along a street leading up to the Temple Mount, was used for public functions. It may even have been the city council building where important dignitaries were received before entering the temple compound and the Temple Mount. They show a stepped pool installed in one of the chambers in the late Second Temple period that served as a ritual bath. And that photo is by Yaniv Berman, Israel Antiquities Authority. Visitors to the site can now envisage the opulence of the place. The two side chambers served as ornate reception rooms, and between them was a magnificent fountain with water gushing out from lead pipes incorporated amid the Corinthian capitals protruding from the wall. The excavation also uncovered the original massive stone slabs with which the ancient building was paved. The archaeologists believed that the guest rooms, which were also used for dining, contained wooden reclining sofas that have not been preserved. Remains of the magnificent 2,000-year-old building recently excavated and due to be open to the public. Another photograph. Reclining dining rooms were common in the Greek, Hellenistic, and Roman worlds from the 5th century BCE to the 3rd, 4th century CE. They are known in the archaeological record from private homes, palaces, temples, synagogue complexes, and civilian compounds. Dining or feasting while reclining is mentioned as early as the book of Amos in the first half of the 8th century BCE, when the prophet rebukes the people of the kingdoms of Judah and Israel, said Dr. Dolock, noting that in the late Second Temple period before the temple's destruction, extensive changes that were made throughout the area included alterations to the building, which was divided into 3 separate chambers. In one of the chambers, a stepped pool was installed that was used as the ritual bath. And they show the remains of the magnificent 2,000-year-old building recently excavated that they say is due to be open to the public. That's the caption under every picture. Shachar Puni, architect for the Israeli Antiquities Authority's Conservation Department, explains the new route provides a better understanding of the complex and important site known as the Western Wall tunnels, while emphasizing the extent of this magnificent building. It creates a new visitors route that passes through the building and leads to the spacious compound at the foot of Wilson's Arch, one of the bridges leading to the Temple Mount, which was also excavated by the Western Wall Heritage Foundation and the Israel Antiquities Authority. By making the route accessible and opening it to the public, visitors are introduced to one of the most fascinating and impressive sites in the old city of Jerusalem. So it shows the pictures by Yaniv Berman of the Israeli Antiquities Authority. So for now, signing out. Shalom.